Good day, everyone! For this day, i-discuss natin ang eating habits and ano ba ang epekto ng mga kinakain natin sa ating pangangatawan. So, let's define first what is eating habit. Once we said eating habits, it refers to the pattern of behavior. Once we said pattern of behavior, definitely this kind of behavior should repeat every now and then. It should be routinary. So, hindi lang isang beses sa isang araw, dalawa or tatlo, or it depends on to your activity. So, that is a pattern of behavior. As we all know, eating and food is a form of basic needs for an individual to survive. So definitely, kinakailangan niyang gawin to para mag-survive, especially kapag yung mga activity niya or yung lifestyle niya is involved yung mga strenuous activity. So that is what we call pattern of behavior. With regards to the eating, like choosing available food, preparing it, and deciding where to eat and who to dine with. So ang ibig sabihin nito is not all of us pare-parehas tayo ng preferences sa food. Diyan papasok yung favorite foods natin or yung mga gusto nating kainin. Some of us gusto ng junk food, yung some of us gusto ng may mga preservatives kasi ayun yung mas preferred nila. Some of us gusto ng vegetables, some of us gusto ng meat, depende sa preferences mo. Based dun sa preference mo, it will measure your lifestyle. It will measure kung ano yung status ng health condition mo. So definitely, as I mentioned a while ago, we need to be observable and we need to have a particular knowledge in terms of the food that we eat kasi it will affect our health and our lifestyle. So that is what we call eating habits. To continue for this slide, this will show how does eating habits affect the weight of an individual. So therefore, dito papasok kung ano ba yung balance ng isang tao in terms of his food that he eat into the daily activity na ini-involvean niya or sinasalihan niya. So therefore, once we said energy consumed, those are the food that you eat. Some of us, yung energy consumption natin is greater than energy exertion. It means, mas madami tayong food na kinakain compared dun sa lifestyle ng exercise or daily activities natin. Ito yung tinatawag natin sedentary lifestyle. So therefore, pag ganun yung sitwasyon natin, what will happen to the weight? Of course, kung kain tayo ng kain at konti lang yung exercise natin, we will have or we will suffer from weight gain. Kaya mostly, mas mabilis tumataba yung isang tao because hindi siya nagkakaroon ng involvement sa mga physical activity. So therefore, ito, makakatulong to doon sa mga medyo may kabigatan para mag-lose ng weight, para magkaroon ng mas magandang flow in terms of his blood circulation. Kasi sometimes, the food that we eat, lalo na pag mga fatty foods and salty foods, it can affect the condition of our body, especially the blood flow. So, as I mentioned a while ago, the energy consumption is greater than energy exertion, you will suffer from weight gain or medyo tataba ang isang individual. Contrary of weight gain, we also have this kind of weight loss. So once we said weight loss, energy consumption is less than energy exertion. So baliktad naman to. Konti lang yung kinakain niya, but then again, he involved into physical activity like exercise in a too much form of way. So hindi rin yun maganda. Kasi mostly, nagkukulang yung nutrients doon sa katawan natin. Mapapansin natin to especially sa mga models, sa mga builders, so on and so forth. So kasi very body conscious sila. So they need to watch and observe their body figures. So therefore, some of them, sad to say, pinapatay nila yung sarili nila or yung activity nila is too much for a day. So mostly, nagkakaroon din ng mga failure doon sa katawan nila because their body suffers from fatigue, stress, and muscle pain. So hindi rin maganda yon. So definitely, we should monitor the food that we eat together with the exercise and energy exertions for the day. Last but not the least, for the effect of eating habits into the weight is what we call weight maintenance. This is very ideal and very efficient for each and every one. Once we said weight maintenance, the energy consumption is the same or equal into the food that he or she is intaking. So definitely, normal and very keen observant yung taong merong ganitong uri ng lifestyle, okay lang naman kumain as long na yung physical activity natin is hindi rin natin napapabayaan. Or sometimes, okay lang mag-exercise as long na nakain pa rin tayo sa tamang oras at sa tamang quantity ng food for the day. So that is weight maintenance. Sometimes, most individuals are fond of eating every now and they will not able to monitor their weight and their lifestyle. So therefore, meron isang way para natin matugunan or meron isang paraan para natin ma-monitor kung ano ba yung status ng ating weight into the lifestyle of an individual. And that is what we call BMI, or also known as body mass index. So, ano ba yung purpose ng BMI? Later on, you will know. But then again, let's define first what is BMI. It refers to the measure of the body composition that is useful for classifying the health risk of body weight. With this kind of tool, we can easily access kung ano ba yung health condition natin or meron ba tayong mga sintomas, or sometimes we can have this kind of information na kung tama pa ba yung timbang natin sa age natin or sa height natin, so on and so forth. So, paano ba natin gamitin tong BMI na to? Of course, we do have formula to be used. That is this one. The weight in kilograms, it means magtitimbang yung isang tao, the unit we must have is in kilogram. So therefore, if nakapagtimbang na yung tao, susukatin niya din yung height, and that must be in meter. So that is the formula, meter squared of BMI. Let's have an example para mas mabilis nating maunawaan kung paano ba ginagawa or ginagamit yung BMI. This is the formula that I was given a while ago. So I will give you a problem. This will serve as your problem. Christian is a grade 10 student in Santo Domingo Integrated High School. One of his tasks is to compute his BMI and to give the appropriate interpretation of his result. As he do the process, he weighed 52 kilograms and with a height of 1.2 meters. The question is compute his BMI and interpret the result. So this is the given. Weight is in 52 kilograms and height is in 1.52 meters. So what we're going to do is to use the formula for the BMI. So since may given na tayo, isa-substitute lang natin yung mga given natin into the formula. So 52 kilogram divided by 1.52 meters squared. So definitely, hindi muna tayo magdi-divide agad-agad kasi meron pa tayong isang process na dapat gawin, which is yung height muna sa baba or the denominator. So ang mangyayari dyan, we will square the 1.52 times into his self. So therefore, 1.52 times 1.52, so this will serve as the answer, 52 kilograms over 2.31. So saan nakuha yung 2.31? Bakit naging 2.31? As I mentioned a while ago, ini-squared yung 1.52. So since wala na tayong parenthesis doon sa process natin, we can easily divide those kind of given. So his BMI is 22.51. So that will serve as the BMI of Christian. The result of his height and weight is 22.51. And the interpretation is normal. Sir, paano natin masasabing normal or paano natin masasabing ganon yung isang individual na interpretation? Definitely, gagamit tayo ng table for that. This is on how we will interpret the answer in our solution. So, gagamit tayo ng classification table para sa BMI. This will serve as your table for your BMI. If yung sagot nyo is 18.5 less than, onto that number, the interpretation of that will be underweight. So definitely, mostly yung mga taong nandun, sobrang papayat or sometimes malnourished na tinatawag. Now, kanina, yung sagot natin is 22 point something. So, dito papasok yun sa normal. Because in normal, that is ranging from 18.5 to 24.9. So, since 22 point something yung sagot natin kanina, nandun siya sa normal. What if pumatak na ng 25? So, therefore, yung BMI niya will be classified as overweight until 29.9. And if naging 30 and to 34.9, his classification will be in the form of obesity. And for the 35.0 to 39.9, it will classify as obesity 1. And for the greater than 40, you will have the interpretation of extreme obesity. That will serve as the interpretation for your answer in classifying your BMI. So based dito, makikita natin and pwedeng magkapagbigay ng lead sa atin or information kung kinakailangan ba natin mag-exercise or kinakailangan natin magbawas ng pagkain or magdagdag ng pagkain or magbawas ng exercise. Depende sa classification ninyo. Example, you're underweight. Siyempre, kinakailangan natin mag-weight gain. So, kinakailangan natin ng mga food supplements sometimes or food intakes para tumaas yung weight natin. On the contrary, if meron tayong interpretation na obesity or overweight, we should have or we should involve ourselves into activity like exercise or sometimes we need to loosen our weight. So that is on how we classify our BMI and give us information kung ano ba dapat yung gawin natin to uplift our lifestyle. Before I end this discussion, I want to have this kind of generalization that we can control our weight by means of the food that we eat together with the activity that we've involved in. We should also eat healthy foods in our daily meal for us to become healthy. As I mentioned a while ago, health is wealth. Be aware of what you eat and what you do into your body because that will serve as your status in your health condition. So therefore, before I end this one, I want you to subscribe this kind of channel and I hope it helped you for this topic. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.